scouting?
Yeah, they've got two real arms to start off the weekend, and obviously Tanner Houck is one of the best in the entire country. You look at his numbers; they're just spectacular. He's got a great slider. Just watching film on him this morning, I mean, he's got a put-away slider. He's actually as dominant versus left-handed hitters as he is versus right-handed hitters in terms of getting him to swing and miss that breaking ball. He's got velocity, and he's probably going to be one of the top 20 picks next year. So McLean is a guy with an unbelievable changeup that they start with. He's extremely athletic. He's had some great outings this year. We're going to have our hands full. This is a very, very good baseball team we're playing, and I tell you what, they're one error away, they're one hit away, they're always one defensive play away, one pitch away from probably, being right where our record is in the Southeastern Conference. So they're a very good baseball team, and I think they really showed, that they're resilient as well against Tennessee after their big sweep this weekend.
When Jacob gets back into his groove, how do you envision using him and Mangum in the lineup?
Yeah, I love having both those guys in the lineup because they're very similar players. Jacob's probably a little bit more selective, take-oriented. Jacob's a little bit more aggressive. It's kind of interesting because, when Robbie first got here, it was very similar. He wanted to swing at almost everything that came to the plate, but don't want to take anything away from the aggressiveness of Mangum. He's done a great job for us, but both those guys defend well. They cover a lot of territory for us in the outfield. They're tough to pitch to. They're tough to get to swing and miss. They can both steal bases. They can pressure you. So having them both is, especially versus right-handed pitching, is a huge plus.
Is there an option to put them back-to-back since Mangum's a switch hitter? Or
it's really going to depend on Robbie.
Okay.
He's still not 100% healthy. Yes. 100% Jacob Robson, yeah. Versus a right-handed pitcher especially, back-to-back, yeah. I think that's very feasible. We just got to get him 100%.
You'll still all need surgery, or is that going to take?
He just talking to Rusty. Dr. Linton. He's just amazed from what he has seen. He's a very fortunate young man. We feel like it might be half of what we thought it was going to be. And we thought it was 4 to 6. It might be just a couple of weeks. He's out there today working with our infielders, working double plays at second base. He's moving around pretty good for a guy who's been through what he's been through. So is it 2 weeks? Is it 1 week? Is it 3 weeks? I don't know. But, the side-to-side stuff is really going to matter too. But he is way ahead of where we thought he was going to be, and no, he will not need surgery. So we consider ourselves really fortunate.
Ryan Gridley had mentioned that Cody Brown's been practicing in the infield this
Yeah.
week. Is it just trying to find an extra infielder?
Well, Cody was a high school shortstop, and we're doing that just because we're running out of bodies on the infield, and all of a sudden you pinch hit for somebody late in a ball game. You got to get somebody over there. So Gordon's a guy that we moved away from first base, and he's a really good defender, and we're just trying to give ourselves as many options as we can because Alexander's got his hand-wrist issue, and from situation to situation, we just don't know how much depth we're going to have late in a ball game, especially.
I know guys have had finals this past week, but how much does it help having back-to-back Thursday, Friday, Saturday series especially with the pitching staff?
I think it really helps Dakota. Now, it's not going to help Sexton as much because he pitched last Saturday, and he's going to be moved in the Friday deal, depending on the weather this week. But yeah, I think it helps doing it in back-to-back weeks. And of course, we'll go back to the Friday situation, and then we'll go back to the Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But you know what, guys? I just got asked that question on the radio about the Thursday night format. I tell you, I think the way our kids treat it is the way the NFL used to treat Monday Night Football. You're really the only one of the few things on national television going on that day in your sport, and I think our kids really like it. I think some places, crowds are really good on Thursday night. Some places not as good, but hopefully we can get some folks to come out here and watch and support these kids on a Thursday night because I think it's a neat format, and so especially for kids, especially for students who are still on this campus, because Thursday traditionally has been a night where students have gone out and had a good time, and hopefully they can go out and have a good time at one of our baseball games.
Do you feel like with all the big bats at the top of the lineup that Ryan Gridley's kind of flown under the radar in the lineup?
Yeah, Ryan's been great for us all year. He's got huge hits, especially with 2 outs, especially with 2 strikes. I was thinking about him just today about where he was a year ago with his stroke defensively, his confidence level. He's such a great leader on our team, and he's only been here, he hadn't even been here 2 full years yet. So really proud of the progress he's made, and yeah, he's a guy who has really helped our club.